What's going on, guys? Jay here. Wanted to talk to you today about a couple of new G.I. Joe figures I picked up. First up, of course, you know who this guy is. He's the Chrome Dome from Cobra. This is Destro, featuring box art by Oliver Barrett. This is an update on the 1985 A Real American Hero design. It's actually pretty faithful to the original. It's interesting because the G.I. Joes got a lot of updates, but it looks like, for the most part, some of our classic Cobras like the Baroness and Destro got pretty faithful representations of how they looked in the original release. This figure's great. But that's not the only Destro I have. I also picked up everyone's favorite Pimp Daddy Destro, featuring box art by James White. Now this one's really cool, and this is something I didn't notice until recently, and we're going to freeze frame here for just a second. There's icons on the side that point out their skills, like Destro has manufacturing, ammunition, money, and forging. This is a really nice attention to detail by Hasbro, and something I really appreciate and really enjoy about this G.I. Joe Classified series. They're really not missing any details, and I love it. It's just absolutely wonderful. Now, of course, you know what we're going to do. We're going to pop these figures out of the boxes, free them from their plastic prisons, and show you some up-close and personal images of what these guys look like as well. Up first is classic design Destro, here in his action pose, holding his briefcase and weapon. Now, Destro comes with two guns. He comes with his golden pistol, his black pistol, and he comes with a briefcase, as well as removable medallion, as you would want from the McCulloch clan. This is just an awesome figure. I really love Destro. He's my favorite Cobra villain, next to Storm Shadow, who I don't really consider him a villain. He's just kind of a misguided anti-hero. But Destro's pure villainy. But I love this figure. The sculpting is great. I love the look of the mask. There's some minor quibbles I have with it. We'll get to those when we get to the actual up-close images of Destro. But for the most part, man, I really can't complain. I like the segments that are shown on the helmet there that you don't really get from the original. And it feels more realistic. And of course, since this is G.I. Joe, we do have the back plug where he's going to be able to wear a backpack if he had one. He doesn't, but that's okay. I do love this design, and I do love this character, and I do love this figure. This is a great piece of kit here from Hasbro, and something I was just super stoked to add to my collection. Now let's bop down from the head and take a look at the torso a little bit here, because I really want to show you an up-close shot of that briefcase, as well as the wrist rockets there, and the belt design is just so good. I love this figure. It's really wonderful. Now let's take a look at good old Profit Master Destro, Pimp Daddy Destro himself, good old PDD, holding his burning money and his sunglasses, with his briefcase full of cash and his leopard print cape, which is more than just leopard print, actually. If you look at it, you'll actually see claws, and this is just straight up a leopard that he's wearing, that he has skinned, because Destro is nothing if not evil and does not care about the Endangered Species Act. Why would he, when he's already violating the Geneva Conventions? There's some things about this I don't like as much as the other one. Obviously, I'm not in love with this design. This isn't my favorite version of Destro. I'm holding my breath for an Iron Grenadier Destro later on down the line in the wave. But this one's just silly. And it was silly when it was originally released. And it's silly now. But I don't know. There's just something about this figure that works. I love that Hasbro decided to include the sunglasses that the artist included in his box art. They said, you know what, that's pretty cool, let's put that into the figure as well. And they've got the hand sculpted just right so he can hold them. It's a nice little touch, and not something that I really expected to see. You can see here there's some really good paint appliques to the cape. It looks like a leopard print. It's pretty nice. I'm very much digging this, and I am shocked at how much I like something that is honestly just a repaint with some accessory sculpts. It's good. It's good stuff. But now let's take a closer look at the cape down below. As you can see here, like I did mention earlier, there are definitely some claws here, which is kind of cool, because I remember, if I remember correctly, on the 3 3/4 version of this, it was just leopard print, and this actually shows that it's a little more brutal, and Destro is nothing if not a brutal character. I mean, he's a war profiteer. He's a weapon salesman. He's a rough character. He's often played for comedic value in the cartoon, but in actuality, if you look into the lore of the character, Destro is pretty nasty. Hey, and you know what time it is now. We've looked at the turnarounds. It's time for the glamour shots. All right, up first, we've got in-package version of Profit Director Destro, Pimp Daddy Destro. and the in-package version of the regular classic 1985 Real American Hero Destro. Next up, we've got a close-up of the face. I wanted to show off some of the segments and the shininess of the mask. And also I wanted to show off some of the paint problems I have. You see the flaking on the necklace as well as up around the neckline. Don't really dig that, but that's okay. Also some bad paint applique on the briefcase. Even though it looks pretty good when you're just glancing at it, there is definitely some missed lines there. Kind of bummed me out a little bit. But overall, this is really cool. I love this gun. I think it looks awesome. I'm really excited that Hasbro put the extra color on there. I love the wrist rockets. Some missed paint on the belt, but it still looks good. And here he is with his golden gun pointed right at you. Don't mess with Destro. Again, just another close-up of the face. You can't go wrong with the iconography of the mask. Destro's awesome. Now we're on to Pimp Daddy Destro. Here is the briefcase full of money and a computer. Here he is in all his glory, wearing his fantastic 1980s retro wave glasses, posing with his golden gun because Destro is nothing if not ostentatious, and I just thought this kind of pose looked pretty cool. And now he is pulling the glasses down and taking a look at the burning money. Destro needs not your money. But guys, that's going to do it. If you enjoyed the video, do please consider liking. It does help us know what you're enjoying and what you like to see that we're working on. If you did watch this far and you enjoyed what we're creating, consider subscribing and ring the notification bell while you're at it so you can stay up to date with everything we've got going on. You know, that way you don't miss anything we've got. I guess when it comes down to it, which one do I like more? Which one is the best? Which one do I prefer? I can't pick. I like them both. These are great figures. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, play more games, and stay square.